Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. Many people use phones, computers, and tablets every day. You can do many things with them, like go online, talk to friends, take pictures, and use social media. There are many companies that make these products. Some products have a low price, but products from one company, Apple, often have a high price. People ask, why are Apple products so expensive? Other companies make products that do similar things, but they cost less money. It is a question with different answers. For example, an iPhone today costs much more than the first iPhone did many years ago. Why do people pay this high price? Some people think that Apple products cost more simply because Apple can charge more. They believe that many people are happy to pay extra just to have an Apple product. There is even a name for this idea. Some people call it the Apple tax. This means people pay extra money for an Apple product compared to a product from another company that does similar things. Maybe people pay more because they think Apple products are cool or special. This idea of paying extra for the brand or feeling is important for Apple. It helps Apple be one of the richest companies in the world. But Apple has its own reasons for the higher prices. The head of Apple said that their products are very new and different. They say they make the most innovative product available. Making new and different things costs a lot of money. Apple says they will always choose to make high-quality products. They say they will not make lower-quality products just to have a lower price. So, according to Apple, the money you pay for their products helps them create new and better things in the future. They say the high price is because of their focus on new ideas and good quality. This book will look at why Apple products have a high price. We will explore different ideas about the cost. We will think about why people pay more for Apple. We will also look at what Apple says about its prices. We will try to understand this topic in a simple way. 2. Good looks matter. Apple products are well known for their design. They look very clean and modern. Design is a main focus for Apple, and the company spends a lot of time and money on it. This strong belief in design came partly from Steve Jobs, one of the people who started Apple. He thought that products should be beautiful as well as useful. He was inspired by simple, well-designed houses he saw when he was young. He believed that good design should be available to many people, not only the very rich. Steve Jobs was very careful about every small part of a product. He looked at details like the color of a logo or the curve of a device's edge. He said that making something look simple takes a lot of hard work. You have to understand the problems deeply to find a simple, elegant answer. This focus on getting every detail right needs much effort and investment. Apple uses high-quality materials to build its products. They often use metals like aluminum and strong types of glass. These materials make the products feel solid and premium in your hand. They also look nice. Using these good materials is more expensive than using cheaper options. The way Apple makes its products is also very precise. They use special, expensive machines that can create exact shapes and smooth surfaces. This careful way of making things adds to the cost. Every part, from the feel of the keyboard keys to the way the screen meets the body, is designed and made with great care. This level of detail and quality in making things costs a lot of money. It requires skilled workers and advanced factories. People who buy Apple products often really like the way they look and feel. They appreciate the clean lines and the quality materials. This feeling of owning something well-designed and well-made is part of the value they see. Apple invests a lot in this design and manufacturing process, and this investment is included in the final price customers pay. Making a product look simple and easy to use actually takes a huge amount of work behind the scenes. Designers spend a long time making sure everything looks just right and feels good to touch. This effort is a big reason why Apple products have a higher price tag. It is a cost for the focus on making beautiful and well-built things. The company thinks this design quality is very important, and customers are often willing to pay extra for it. The look and feel of the products make them desirable. They feel like premium items, not just electronic devices. This design focus is a key factor that makes Apple products more expensive than many other brands. It is a big part of what makes people choose Apple. The investment in design and quality materials is a significant part of the price. 3. Simple to start. Many people find Apple products very simple to start using. A common phrase you hear is, "It just works." This means that when you get an Apple device, like a phone or a computer, you can often use it right away with little effort. You do not need to spend a lot of time setting things up or learning complicated steps. It feels natural and easy from the first moment you turn it on. This experience is often different from using other types of computers or phones. With some other systems, you might need more technical skill. You might have to install different programs from various companies or keep software updated yourself. Sometimes, you have to spend time fixing small technical issues that come up because different parts of the system are made by different companies. It can require more effort and knowledge to make everything work smoothly together. A main reason for Apple's simplicity is how they build their products. Apple creates both the hardware, which is the physical device itself, and the software, which is the operating system and programs that run on the device. Because the same company makes both parts, they can design them to work together perfectly. The software is made specifically for the hardware, and the hardware is made to run that software well. This tight connection helps the devices run very smoothly and makes them much easier for people to use without encountering problems. This ease is not by chance, it is a result of careful design. Thinking about the cost, Apple devices often have a higher price tag compared to some competitors. But for many users, the simplicity and ease of use provide real value that justifies the price. Saving time is important in our busy lives. When a device just works, you do not waste hours trying to fix issues or understand difficult settings. You can use that time for other things, like work, hobbies, or spending time with family. Avoiding technical problems reduces stress and frustration significantly. It means less worry about how the device works and more focus on what you want to achieve with it. So while you might pay more money up front for an Apple product, you are also paying for a system that is designed from the ground up to be easy, reliable, and save you time and hassle in the long run. For people who value their time and want a device that is straightforward and works well without needing deep technical knowledge, this ease of use is a major benefit and a strong reason why they choose Apple products. It allows users to focus entirely on using their device for their needs, rather than on the mechanics of making the device function correctly. This focus on a smooth user experience right from the start is a key part of the Apple approach and contributes to its value. 4. Good help and free tools. Buying a new phone or computer can sometimes be difficult. What if you have a problem? It is important to get help when you need it. Apple has places called Genius Bars in their stores. Here, people can get help with their Apple products. Many people think this help is very good. It is easy to find and easy to use. This help is valuable for customers. It means they can solve problems quickly. They do not need to be experts in technology. This good help costs Apple money. They need to have stores and trained people to offer this service. When you buy an Apple product, part of the price helps pay for this support system. It makes owning the device easier for many users. Apple also includes many free programs with their devices. You get these programs when you buy the product. You do not need to pay extra for them. Some examples are iMovie and GarageBand. iMovie helps you make and edit videos. GarageBand helps you create music. These free programs are quite powerful. They are useful for many different people. If you just want to make a simple video of your holiday, you can use iMovie. If you are a musician or artist, you can use these tools for your work too. They let people be creative without buying extra software. Having these good tools included for free adds value to the Apple product. This value is part of why the products can cost more than some others. 5. Keeping your secrets. Now let's talk about something important, your personal information. When you use a phone or computer, you create data. This data is about what you do, what you like, and where you go. Different companies handle this data in different ways. Some technology companies make money by using your data. They might sell your information to other companies. These other companies can then use your data to show you advertisements or for other business reasons. So your online activity becomes part of their business plan. Apple has a different idea about your data. They do not sell your personal information to third parties for money. They say they respect your privacy. Apple might use some data to make their services better, but they say they do this in a limited and clear way. You can often see how they use your data. Think about how much your privacy is worth. Is it important to you that companies do not share your information easily? Apple suggests that keeping your secrets safe is something they build into their products. This focus on privacy can be one reason why their products cost more. Another point is the software on your device. When you buy some phones or computers, they come with many apps already installed. Some of these apps are not useful to you. People sometimes call this bloatware. These extra apps are often put there by other companies who pay the phone or computer maker. It is a way for those companies to make more money. Apple devices usually do not have this bloatware. The software that is on an Apple product when you buy it is mostly made by Apple. This means you get a cleaner system. There are fewer unwanted programs using space or running in the background. The absence of these extra, unwanted apps is part of the Apple experience. It makes the device simpler and perhaps faster because there is less software you did not ask for. Like the focus on privacy, having a device free from bloatware can be seen as a benefit that is included in the price you pay. So when you pay for an Apple product, you might also be paying for a stronger promise to protect your data and for a cleaner system without lots of pre-installed apps you do not need. This approach to privacy and software is a key difference for Apple compared to many other companies. 6. Part of the family. Many people start with one Apple product like an iPhone. Then they often buy more Apple devices later. Maybe they get an iPad tablet or a MacBook computer. This happens because Apple products work together very well. This connected system of devices and services is sometimes called the Apple ecosystem. In this ecosystem, your different Apple devices can easily share information and work with each other. For example, a photo you take on your iPhone can quickly appear on your iPad or computer. You can start writing an email on your phone and finish it on your computer without trouble. You can also answer a phone call on your Apple Watch or computer if your phone is not close to you. This easy connection makes using Apple products very smooth. It feels like all your devices are part of one family, helping you do things easily. This simple way of working across devices is a big benefit for users. It saves time and makes tasks simple, whether for school, work, or fun. Because everything works so well together, people often find it easy to add another Apple product to their collection. It is simpler than learning a new system from a different company. Another good point is the value of old Apple products. When you want to sell an old iPhone or computer, you can usually get a good price for it. This resale value is often higher than for similar products from other brands. So even if you pay a high price at first, you get some money back later when you sell the device. This strong ecosystem and the good resale value make Apple products attractive. They help keep customers happy and encourage them to stay with Apple. Being part of this family of devices makes the experience easy and connected for users. 7. Making new things. Apple is famous for making new things. They made the iPod. It was a music player. It was new and different. People liked putting 1,000 songs in their pocket. The iPod sold many millions. This helped Apple grow a lot. Then Apple made the iPhone. This was a new kind of phone. It could do many things. The iPhone was also very successful. It sold hundreds of millions around the world. The iPhone became very important for Apple. Making these new products needs a lot of work and money. Apple spends money to think of new ideas. They spend money to test these ideas. They spend money to build the new products. This is called research and development. It costs a lot of money. When you buy an Apple product, some of the money helps pay for this work. It helps Apple make the next new product. This is how Apple keeps making new things. It helps them stay a leader. Apple's leader, Tim Cook, said making the best new products is not cheap. He said they will always try to make the most innovative products. They believe this is important. The money from selling products helps pay for the future. It pays for the people who think of new ideas. It pays for the tools to build new technology. This is part of why Apple products cost more. You are paying for the history of new ideas and for the ideas that will come next. Making new things is hard. It needs a lot of investment. Apple has a history of big new ideas like the iPod and iPhone. To stay successful, they need to keep having these new ideas. The price of their products helps them do this. It helps them pay for the research and development needed for tomorrow's technology. This focus on making new things is a big part of Apple's business. It is a reason for their prices. Apple spends a lot on research and development every year. This money helps them find new ways to make technology better. They try new materials and new ways to build things. They work on new software and new features. All this work is necessary to create products that are different and better than others. Without this investment, Apple could not make products like the first iPod or the first iPhone. These products changed the market. They gave people new ways to listen to music and use a phone. Apple wants to keep doing this. They want to surprise people with new ideas. This costs money. The high price of their products helps to pay for this continuous effort. It is an investment in the future of the company and its products. This is a key part of Apple's strategy. They sell products today to pay for the innovation of tomorrow. This cycle of innovation and investment is very important for Apple. It helps them stay ahead of other companies. Other companies also try to make new things, but Apple puts a lot of focus and money into it. This focus is what brought products like the iPod, iPhone, and later the iPad and Apple Watch. Each new product needed new ideas and a lot of work to develop. The money needed for this comes from the sales of their current products. So, the price you pay for an iPhone today includes the cost of making the phone, but also a part that helps Apple develop the next iPhone or a completely new type of product. This is a big reason for the price. It shows Apple is always looking forward, trying to create the next big thing in technology. This costs a lot, and customers help pay for it through the price of the products they buy. 8. What is next? Apple's story has been one of great success for many years, but what will happen in the future? For some time now, the number of products Apple sells has not grown as fast as it did before. For example, the number of iPhones sold each year reached its highest point several years ago. Since then, the number has stayed about the same or sometimes gone down a little. One main reason for this trend is that people are keeping their smartphones for a longer period. They are not buying a new phone every 2 years like some people used to. This means fewer new sales for Apple. However, Apple is a public company. This means that people and large groups own parts of the company by buying its shares. These shareholders want Apple to continue growing its business and making more money every year. When the number of products sold is not increasing quickly, Apple needs other ways to increase its profits. One way to do this is to raise the prices of its products. By charging more for each iPhone, iPad, or Mac, Apple can earn more money from every sale. This helps the company keep its profits high, even if the total number of items sold does not grow much. We have seen the cost of some Apple products increase over the past few years. Apple also sees a chance for big growth in large countries around the world, like China and India. These countries have huge populations, which means many potential customers. However, selling in these places is difficult for Apple. There are many local technology companies that make good products. Importantly, these competing products are often much much cheaper than Apple's. The high price tag on an Apple product, like a new iPhone, can make it too expensive for most people in these developing markets. This high price makes it hard for Apple to increase its sales numbers in these important areas. At one point, another company from China sold more smartphones globally than Apple did, showing the strong competition. To stay a global leader and satisfy its shareholders, Apple must find ways to keep growing. Only raising prices might help profits for a short time, but many experts believe this is not a good long-term strategy. They argue that Apple needs to create completely new, exciting products and ideas, just like it did with the original iPod that changed music, or the first iPhone that changed phones forever. These past inventions were big steps that helped Apple become one of the world's most valuable companies. The main question for Apple's future is whether it can invent the next big thing. This is the challenge that lies ahead.